Hey guys, I swear I clicked the intro music. It just didn't happen. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Tell me if you cannot hear me. I just unmuted my mic right before clicking the countdown. I was like, oh no, it's the final countdown. Okay, no one's saying they can't hear me, so I'm going to take that as we're all good. I just got back from the gym, you guys. So I heard intro music. Good. I played it. There was just like a gap. There was the countdown, and then there was this awkward moment. Here and see ya. Thanks, guys. Bike Contest was the first person here. Round of applause and 75 internet points for Bike Contest tonight. And Melanie Sposio is here. Hey, Melanie. Totally forgot today was Thursday. It's been a day. Hope everyone is having a lovely evening. I hope your evening is awesome as you are. Maggie is here. Hello there. Good to see you and be here. I'm so glad that you're here. Hello, I finally made it back to a Thursday night live. I've been watching the replay for weeks. I see your comments when you watch the replay, and I appreciate you so much, girl. So I'm glad that you're here tonight. Almost just in time for the summer hiatus. Like we have tonight's show and next week, I believe. I think we'll be on next week. Let's see. Chrissy's here. Colin's on the move. Yay, it's Thursday. And I know Rainbow Hearts, Rainbow Hearts. Oh, Christy is here. What's up, Christy? How's it going? Mom and Dad are here. Hello, guys. I love you. Natalie T is in the house. Drew says it's the final countdown. Mama Beth 62 is here. I appreciate you guys all being here so much. Soda City Flips, hello. Soda City Flips, did you do some whatnots this week? I still have not got to catch you on there, and I'm pretty sure you said you were going to do some. It's just been a crazy week already. Simply Shenanigans is here. Hello. April Davis, how's it going, girl? April, I got your stuff sent out because I had to wrap a poster board around the box. You guys don't judge me, okay? It was all wrapped up and ready to go to California, and then it weighed way too much to go priority to California, so I sent it UPS. And then I was like, okay, I'll rewrap that. And I didn't rewrap it that night. And then it sat there and I was like, I got to rewrap that box. And so I didn't repackage it. I wrapped a poster around it, April. When you get it, there's a movie poster wrapped around it. It is what it is, you know, guys. You know, sometimes it just happens. Love Latham. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I know I've asked you before if I'm saying that right, but I so appreciate you being here. Hello, hello. Got my background blurred out tonight, you guys. Trying to be all fancy with my camera, courtesy of Mr. I Buy Chip. Thank you again, Christopher, for making my picture look all glowy and pretty. Hello, all you wonderful people. Let's see here. Did you guys see that the one and only Harry Tornado was shouting out Christopher on his story? I was like, oh man, I was so excited to see Christopher mentioned over there because he's just such a wealth of knowledge and information. Summer hiatus, boo. Christopher, I could just call you on Thursday nights and chit chat. That would be good. Artful Journey is here. Hey, y'all. I hope all my Texas peeps are safe and dry tonight. Guys, it just started storming here. Loud thunder. You'll probably hear it. And then it started pouring. So hopefully the internet holds out. If for some reason the picture just goes black, that will have been because the Wi-Fi went out because we have some storms tonight. Why is it always Thursday nights? Hi guys, hope y'all are having a great week so far. All things reviewed, it's been a wonderful week. It has been really good. Rachel, did you get your weed journal? I did. Okay, I picked it up yesterday, Christopher, and I opened it up, and it's actually very usable. There's almost nothing in it that's like exclusively cannabis related. There are a lot of creative writing prompts in there, even like writing about certain like mottos for cities and different things. And then it's pretty discreet on the outside, so it doesn't say like there was a wrapper around it that says use this journal while you're high or something, but it was just the outer wrapper. So I think I can keep it and use it, Christopher. I really think that I can. I almost took it and wrote in it some last night. But yeah, it's interesting. They make one that is similar for like 13 and up that is almost the same journal, just minus a few of the entries are kind of Yes, I did get it. No problem. Looking forward to it. Oh, I'm looking forward to you getting it. I am looking forward to it. How's it going, Judy? Constance Robinson is here. Journey pouring down and lightning in Austin. Dang. So this storm is big then if it's still all the way down in Texas and it's up here in Southeast Missouri now. So Kim, are you in here? She's getting it too in Arkansas then. Yeah. Drew said no, but I did see he pulled some Air Force Ones from his neighbor's trash. Yes, and offered them, I think, for sale immediately and probably sold them within seconds. I'm going to guess. I wonder what the neighbors would do if they saw me digging through their trash. I don't know. Rain just let up here. Super sunny. Oh, really? Well, it's definitely dark here. Yeah, y'all, it must have been raining way earlier for you guys. Oh, let's see here. Josh and Haley will make a cameo in my newest video. Oh, yeah, you said that you ran into them at the bins. That's right. Hope to have it edited and published by tomorrow. Nice. Drew's been getting some content out. Are you wearing your ruby red slippers, Christopher? He said I gained over 800 Instagram followers due to that shout out in 24 hours. Is that insane, you guys? Over 800. Man, there's power in some words, isn't there? What's the word says? Out of the mouth comes blessings and curses. Choose to bless people, right? Evening, working on listings while I listen. Tina, you are always so hard at work. Like, you making me feel bad over here. It's the shiny squirrel. What's up, Cheryl? How's it going, hon? My name is actually Courtney, but we have our family shorts on my eBay account, so I go by Love Latham. Okay, I'm thinking that you mean on your YouTube account. Interchangeable. eBay, YouTube, we all say the same thing. I don't know anything about shoes except for yours. Yeah, the crazy weather for sure. It sounds like DuPage Picker is here. Chrissy, he just won't get invited to the barbecue. Can you imagine? Yeah. What's up, Lisa? Lisa K100 is in the house, you guys, on a Thursday night during the live. High five, Lisa. Oh, I have like such calluses on this hand. This hand. Israel has been learning to do the monkey bars at school, and he has calluses on his hands. It's so cute because he was like, Mom, what are these bumps on my hands? I said, well, Israel, did you sweep or rake or something? He was like, I said, you've been grabbing onto a bar or something. He's like, I've been doing the monkey bars. He has calluses on his little 6-year-old hands. Is that the cutest thing? Yeah, absolutely deserve the shout out and the followers for sure. I'm listing because I have the photos ready and haven't listed since Tuesday. Yeah, I've been really focused more on Whatnot than eBay lately, and trying to slim down my eBay store. I don't know. Maybe I just need to make a huge sale on the stuff that I want gone out of there and sell clothes off for like $5 or something. There's some clothing on there that I've no doubt had listed for years. And then there's some clothing that I'm like, how is that still on there? And like, I need to do like a total inventory overhaul, because more than once an item will sell or will even be like in a giveaway or something and people will pick it out. And I'm like, okay, I sold that and I know I took it off of there or I sold it here on eBay. So I'm not one to do like an annual inventory, but it might be time, especially with some of the items that I know are on there for like years. But I don't know. We'll see. Do you guys do inventory in that way? What's up, Jennifer Hayes? Hit those thumbs up. How are you doing tonight? How is everybody? I've sold clothing lately I thought I would never sell. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Jennifer! Janet G is here. Yeah, I have a lot of hats that I've had listed for a while, and I don't know, just a lot of different things. So have you guys heard that over on Whatnot, you can import your Poshmark listings? I don't know if we've talked about that on this live. I haven't done it yet. Obviously, I probably need to make a video on how to do that, but I just wasn't sure if you guys knew that. You know, there's the marketplace feature over on Whatnot. You don't have to be approved as a seller to sell on the marketplace. I learned that yesterday from Atomic Redhead on Whatnot, Mary. She's Atomic Redhead on Instagram also. So you don't have to be approved as a seller. You do live shows, but anyone can list on the marketplace. Any buyer. Did you hear that thunder? So if you want to list on the marketplace, you can just like go to your profile and add a listing, but apparently you can import your entire Poshmark closet. And I'm just like, okay, so there's not a third party app that's required. Either Whatnot built in a List Perfectly style service, or like how are they able to do that? Do you just give like your Whatnot permission to access your Poshmark? Has anyone done that yet? I'm just kind of interested to know if they can do that, and Whatnot is the most brand new of any of the platforms that we're on. Why can't everyone else do that? Why doesn't eBay have a thing where I can access my Poshmark listings, or Poshmark have a thing where I can access my eBay listings, or vice versa? Has anyone tried that? Christopher said he had some really good sales this week. Oh, you guys, Christopher sold the other belt. Remember last week when he sold the belt? Was it $1,200 or $2,100 for the belt that was, it had gold, actual gold and silver on the belt buckle. And then this week he sells the other belt, the sister to this belt, for $1,500 for belts. I mean, I think it's crazy when I sell a belt for $50 and I get all excited, but daggum, that's crazy. I mean, those two belts, you could buy a used Honda. Well, actually, I just saw a Lincoln for sale in a town near me. It was really nice, like 2013 Lincoln sedan, and it was only like $3,500. So you could buy a Lincoln with what he sold those belts for. That's crazy. Artful Journey says, I joined the List Perfectly about 6 months back and did a physical inventory as I imported them. There was tons of listings that had dropped from eBay, so I'm glad I did it. I need to. I was wondering why it asked if I wanted to list something. Yeah. And when you list, then you get access to the seller dashboard. If you open up, so much thunder. If you open up the whatnot.com on, it's just pouring out there on your laptop, then you have access to the seller dashboard. But I've yet to see, where does it send you? Is it just a push notification? I feel like there should be a louder notification when something sells on your marketplace. If you do put things on your marketplace, you need to be checking to see if stuff sold day. Well, it sounds stupid to say you need to check and see daily, but like I don't have to check my eBay to see. I get a notification when something sells. But like I listed my merch, I made those pom-poms and I listed them over on Whatnot, and I never got like some grand notification whenever I opened up the app, hey, you sold these, 23 items. It was, I had to just like go in and see what sold. And then it was kind of difficult to find exactly how to get to the shipping labels since they weren't from a live show. So it may be, I may need to go ahead and put out some videos about that. Let me know if you guys would be interested in something like that. Drew's singing some Garth Brooks over there because eBay wants the fees. Yeah. Well, I mean, Poshmark does too. So it's like, why does Poshmark allow access, especially when they're so like anti-bot? But I guess you're not doing like a bot service on their app, so maybe they don't care. Oh, it's $1,500 per belt, you guys. $1,500 each. That is crazy. $3,000 in belts. How much did you pay for those? Hey, Rachel, how's everybody? Can't stay long, but wanted to hop on. Chris, I'm so glad that you are here. Everybody's great. We had track canceled tonight because they had a track meet at the school, so we didn't have any track practice. Baseball's already canceled tomorrow. But I get to see Abby and Sven tomorrow. Israel and I are going to go play at the park with them. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then we have track practice this weekend, or a track meet rather this weekend. Busy weeks. You know how it is, especially when it starts to get summertime and warm and there's just so many fun things to do. Apparently List Perfect works with Whatnot Marketplace. Just enter a generic platform and list perfectly, then export listings to Whatnot. But I mean, to export your Poshmark ones, I guess you don't even have to have that. But that's awesome. That's really great. Yeah. What's up? The Kitschy Cat is here with a beautiful logo. How are you doing tonight? Is it storming where you're at too? Because we've been talking about storms. Pom Pom came today. Bag was ripped, and oh no! Really? The blue bag was ripped? I feel like these things are so strong. This is what I mail my stuff in, you guys, and they're like completely opaque blue bags. They're like so strong. How did USPS rip this? They're so strong. I ordered some. Well, I got some for free of those I'm going to move this a little bit. That R is like just bright right there. Those compostable bags, remember when they were giving those out for free? I don't recommend those because those ripped, like even putting items in them. Like while they were still at my house, they were ripping open. But I love these blue ones. Let's see here. Oh, Maggie says, love the pom-pom. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. I really appreciate you guys buying those. Baldy Pal Picking. Yeah, is Adam. Oh, there he is. What's up, Rachel, and all the cool peeps in the chat? Adam, how are you doing? I missed you last night. It's been too long since I got to sit down with you and Gary. Too long. $50 each for those belts. $50 into $1,500 once would be cool. Twice? That's crazy. That's crazy. What's up, Mandy? How's it going? Oh no, I need to go check mine. What are you checking? Oh, the metal might tear through the plastic. I don't know. They weren't like super sharp or anything. Oh, you're right, Chris. They probably sent it through a machine. I get those blue bags. I want to say maybe I have them linked. Hang on. I'm going to go grab the eBay listing right now for them because I just order them off of eBay. But it is a specific seller I go back to every single time. So hang on. Let me check my purchase history and I'm going to drop the link to them. Not an affiliate link. Don't worry. Don't anybody get mad. Let me see. Okay. Here they are. These are the poly bags, and you can get 100 of them for like $14. Dropping the link right now for you, Janet. You get various sizes and everything, but it's called like the Boxery, I think is the name of the seller. Yeah, the Boxery. And I've ordered from them on eBay for years. I order my shipping supplies on eBay because that's where I sell, is on eBay. So I want to support eBay sellers as well. To see the things you find and the value you see in them and flip so fast. Really crazy. No, Poshmark is already established in List Perfectly. Whatnot is not official yet in List Perfectly. So you'll need to create the generic. Oh, you just make like a generic platform? Oh, huh. I did List Perfectly for a little while, but then I stopped doing it just because I was basically using it. I got it for two reasons. I wanted to, thank you, Maggie. I'm so glad. And Maggie, I'm sorry I had to mail yours in 3 separate packages, but that's one thing. It's on Marketplace. It won't let you like combine an order. You have to ship them all separately. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I got List Perfectly mainly because I wanted to cross list my entire eBay store over to Mercari, and I wanted to be more active on Poshmark. Well, when I sat down one night and I was like, I'm going to do like a couple hundred of these listings over to Mercari. I got to 100 and it stopped me and said, before you're allowed to list more items, you need to sell some items. So I guess that was their way of like vetting a bot or something. Maybe they thought I was a bot because I was like on a listing frenzy. But I had chosen the most popular things I had understood sold on Mercari, shoes and toys. And so I was like, okay, I'm sure some of these will sell. Well, whenever they would sell, it never allowed me to get more listings. And then I even deleted some and it never allowed me. I had my Mercari active for, I don't know, months, maybe a year, and I never was able to list another thing on Mercari. So if you get Mercari, don't list 100 things the first night that you're on there. So I couldn't justify the List Perfectly fee for what I was not selling on Poshmark, just because I don't give Poshmark enough love. It's not their fault. It was my fault. It's a great platform and tons of people use it with great success, but I haven't used it in a very long time. I just shipped a lot of books from the 1970s and it weighed 25 pounds. I taped the crap out of it. I pray it gets to its final destination just like I packed it. It will not just like you packed it, but I bet it'll get there. And I hope you sent it media mail. Did you guys see the what was it, like 20-pound andiron package that I sent to California? It was $25 via FedEx, just so you know. What's up, Rob? How is it going, my crystal rock geology loving friend, watch repair specialist aficionado? It seems my post office goal is to damage or break packages. So guys, I went to my post office this week and I was like, I'm so sorry I don't have a scan sheet. I'm not even going to ask you to scan them. It's so close to pickup time because all of our stuff goes out at 11:30. This is like 11:20, right? I was like, don't even worry about it. She said, well, do you need a receipt? I said, literally, don't even worry about it. She's like, well, if you don't need a receipt, guys, I have been dropping off at this post office for 7 years, okay? Never have I seen this option. She said, I can just use this little finger scanner. She puts a scanner on, and scanned in all of my packages as accepted. Versus what they usually do is if I don't have a scan sheet, they have to put each one on the scale. I have to scan it, have to wait, just so I can get a receipt. But I was able to watch her because we don't have like the self-serve kiosk out in the lobby. And I was able to watch her just as if you were scanning like at the grocery store that fast. And they all scanned as accepted. I didn't know that was an option. I was like, guys, that's all I ever need. If I can just know that you scanned it as accepted, I can rest easy. And I know some sellers are like, absolutely not. I have to have the receipt and want to make, someone's life hard or whatever. I just want my packages to be scanned. I just want them to arrive intact, preferably. I need to create my branding so that I could do Whatnot and fully dress my eBay store. Was watching your Whatnot video series. Thanks for doing that. You're welcome. I have a couple where I talk about branding, like what your name needs to be and what your, picture needs to be. And it's really odd whenever you click in and you're expecting to see somebody based off of whatever the thumbnail looks like, and then the person doesn't look anything like that. Or if you click into something, and Mary was talking about this on her like Wednesday morning show on Whatnot, where she used the example of someone selling vintage decor and they have a picture and it's all these like swung vases, and you click in and they don't have anything like that. And I got kind of duped like that the other day on, the picture that I saw, and then I click in and I'm like, you don't have any of that stuff for sale. And it like immediately turns people off. So her best advice was to not do that. And I thought that was good advice. Bird Bath Betty is here. I think about you every single day. Every single day when I see my gorgeous statue in my living room. Maybe Poshmark and Whatnot will merge and dominate the market so others can't get in, like Sirius Satellite Nexium merged. Maybe. I don't know. I saw Whatnot throw in some shade it was like some guy from Whatnot on Instagram, and it literally says like Jake from Whatnot or something. And he was kind of like throwing shade over at Poshmark because they started doing live sales. I was like, I think it was only a matter of time before all the platforms do it. I use Flip. It's free, at least thus far. Yes, I have used that a little bit. Yeah, and Christy's a huge proponent of Vendu. I'm only going to quit this summer and simplify to eBay only. Nice. This is your first live? Well, hello, Christina. We're glad that you're here. List Perfectly is worth it alone to back up your listings in case eBay loses listings. That's true. That's a good idea. Smart idea. More gifts to open. Where's my hubby? He's probably getting Israel ready for bed. He's been working on his shed. Well, he's right here. Chris! There's hubby. I'm back. I had to list my big garage sale on Facebook and Nextdoor. Oh, I'm nervous and excited. I hope you sell everything out of your storage unit that you put in there. I hope it's awesome. We have the 100-mile yard sale coming up here. Maybe I should sell at it. Maybe I should curate like a really cool vintage booth. Oh, wow. No, I wait for each one to get weighed and then scanned. Yeah. And the kiosk is not a confirmed scan. Yeah. I know. I don't know. There's been a few times where I've had to pull out my receipt and had to be like, because someone received something, like part of it was in there, and it was a heavy item, and what they got weighed almost nothing. And I had the proof on the receipt there that like a 5-pound box had been dropped off. So I see the point in it. The post woman at my post office subbed to my YouTube and was telling how much she liked my last video. She was cracking up. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I just shipped a 1-gallon sun tea jug. Was it like a circle one? I bought a circle one not long ago. What did I do with that? It's around here somewhere. I need to list it. Put fragile stickers on it and hoped, ooh. Oh, it got there intact with fragile stickers on it. Well, that's wonderful. Why not use that scanner all the time? Because you don't get a receipt. Yeah, and they thought every time that I needed a receipt, I'm like, I just need it to show it's scanned accepted. Because you know, like when you go to pull up the tracking information and it doesn't show really anything that the post office ever accepted it. I just want to see that they accepted it. But if I'm running behind, like that's totally my fault. I'm not gonna ask them at 11:20 to do that when I should have got there way earlier. Would love to have that scanner. Yeah, it was cool. And I usually print off scan sheets, and I know a lot of people say that that's not a confirmed scan also. Yeah. So I don't know. If USPS was super, super reliable, which they are pretty good, then we wouldn't have to worry about it at all. Mine is Barbie for you're probably answering a question I asked. You know me. Mary is killing it on Whatnot. Yeah. Oh, is she? Did she get in here? Is she here? She is. She's doing great. Yeah. What is her sale tonight? I don't know what her sale is tonight. I was gonna pop in last night after I was done with mine, and she was done, and so I didn't get to pop in and look at ephemera. I had to mow the lawn, just pulled a huge tick off the top of my head. Already we have chiggers already. Like that's what I was itching on my hand. I have nail polish on my finger here because I got chiggers already somehow. I'm like, it's April. Brandy does everything, working on it daily. Enjoy the process finally. Yes, eBay is looking into live sales and they've had a few. They're like invite only kind of thing, and they were, I don't know, they're kind of weird. They were very professional and polished, almost like put on by eBay, like sneakers by eBay or something. And they would bring up the sneakers and they're like, okay guys, we are starting these at $399, like $399. They're like, we got 11 pair. So it was very much a different experience than live selling on other sites. There's Mary. I knew she was here somewhere. I started out cross-listing to eBay and Posh, doing better on Posh with clothing and shoes. So going to list those on Posh and everything else on eBay. Nice. And, you know, Rob, I hear a lot of people having success with heavier items, dishes, board games, even golf clubs over on Poshmark. So like things that would cost a lot to ship somewhere else. Rob, you actually dared to put fragile on a package? Nope, I drop them off in the bin and leave the post office. I just don't want to wait. I've only had one thing never scan. Yeah. Yeah. Knock on wood, just jinx myself. What's up, Guitar Missy? How's it going? Sorry, guys. I feel like this light is messing with my eyes tonight. Oh, your Whatnot avatar? Oh, yeah, but that's really pretty though. I like your vintage Barbie on there. Oh, she's dressed like she belongs in the 20s. Yeah, she's pretty. My first eBay camera for listing was a Barbie digital camera. Get out of here. It was not. Are you for real? That's hilarious, Rob. Oh, I sure will. April, send me a picture over on Instagram of the Scooby-Doo figure. What are chiggers? Okay. So I don't know if anyone else already explained this to you. Oh, they didn't. So chiggers, like you don't see them. Especially here, like if you get into the woods or something, there's like a little bump underneath where this nail polish is on my hand. You see on my ring finger, that little bump on this finger. So they literally like burrow under your skin. They're teeny, teeny, tiny. And they live there until they suffocate, I guess, and they itch. I don't mean they itch for a day or 2 days, or they will itch for 3 weeks. They don't stop itching. And so you take nail polish. They have this stuff called Chigger Rid that you can get at Walmart. That's probably the most redneck thing I've ever said. Get some Chigger Rid from Walmart. Anyway, when my dad comes to Missouri, he's like, I am not getting close to your woods because they tear him up. Yeah, they are bad. Judy's right. They get all over like your ankles and they just do not stop itching. I mean, for weeks, you guys. Christina, are you laughing at me saying get some Chiggerid from Walmart? What's up, Terry? Got it at Walmart in Silby, Texas for less than $20. Yeah, it is called Chiggerid. Okay, hang on, because y'all are laughing at me. Wait. Y'all think I'm joking. Oh, that just auto-corrected to Chigger Ridge. Here it is. Okay, wait. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to copy this. This is chigorid, okay? Now I'm itching because we're talking about it. Oh, it broke it into two separate things. You're not going to be able to click on that. Dang. Well, it's $8.77 if you're interested for the temporary relief and pain associated with insect bites, mosquitoes, chiggers, bites. You almost wish you just had poison ivy instead. That was a big link. That was Walmart. Well, whatever. Google chigorid. There's a song in there somewhere. Stay up here without those bugs. Yeah, it was interesting when we went out west on Route 66. There were so many areas. Like when we got to Oklahoma, I was like, they don't have mosquitoes in Oklahoma. Like we could stay out on this little patio. We stayed in a yurt in Oklahoma, kind of near where Melanie lives. It was like Lake Eufaula, and you could stay out all night if you wanted to. They did not have mosquitoes. Like here, it's 2:00 in the afternoon. You better get the off because we live where it used to be a swamp, and there it's like our state bird is the mosquito. Kentucky, Drew did a run in Kentucky, and the people were like, oh my gosh, these mosquitoes are terrible. And I'm like, I've seen one since I've been here. What are you talking about? It's just so interesting to see when you go to different parts of the country, like they don't have the same type of bugs. But I know some of y'all out west got like huge scorpion looking spiders and actual scorpions and all kinds of stuff. What did you forget about? Did you forget about chiggers, Kim? Kim, is it storming where you're at? Typo City. What did you say, Lisa? Chigger Red. There's a song in there. So, oh yeah. Live in a big city. Yeah. They are awful. They are about like poison ivy. They do not stop itching. You can go take a shower. You can put alcohol in it. Yeah. Come to Rachel's town. We can eat vegan, ride in an awesome Bronco, and get eaten up by chiggers. 100%. Dad, chime in and tell him how bad the chiggers are. I think you can put witch hazel on that and it will find its way out. Really? I don't know about that. I'll try. I cleanse my face with witch hazel every day. So I'll try, but the nail polish seems to work, at least to stop the itch. Blind mosquitoes and love bugs. Yeah, love bugs down in Florida. Is that where you're at? On bad years, the side of your house will change color. I've heard that love bugs will get like all over your car in Central Florida. Jonesboro, Arkansas. Yeah, you guys got mosquitoes just as bad. That's not far from us at all, Loretta. You're only like 2 hours south of us. And I know you know what the mosquitoes are like around here. From Seattle, we have huge wood spiders. We have jumping spiders, and we have, Christina, I wonder if what you guys have is like what we call a garden spider. They have like yellow and green stripes on them, and they can get like this big. They're massive. Huge. Thank gosh, I live in a gated community. Unless they have the gate code, chiggers can't get in. So safe. Oh, I think it depends on, like, if you went in my town, you're not going to get eat up with chiggers, okay? But, like, we live in the woods. It flew by good. I'd forgotten about chigger red. Like I said, it's better than putting clear nail polish on. I never can find my clear. I have been polka dotted before. I've used, like, a nude colored nail polish, and then one day I was just like, you know what? All I can find is pink, and so I drew a heart. Where it was like, I want to say it was like on my side or something. And I just painted a little heart. I was like, if it's going to be pink, it may as well have like a design. Remind you of those old school tattoos, the tanning tattoos that we used to have. Anybody? If you used a tanning tattoo, if you were stupid like me, then comment and tell me what shape was your tanning tattoo. If yours was the Playboy bunny, I don't know. We shouldn't go around admitting that. And then there was like the heart outline, or you could get a palm tree, or you could get a dolphin. Some of y'all do not know what I'm talking about. And Playboy bunny and a butterfly. I never used them, but I think my daughter did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got brown recluses, Christina. We do. Yeah. When I lived in Phoenix, I used to catch scorpions in the house. Those were interesting. The only time I've ever been to Arizona was like northern Arizona. They're like what, Mom? She said they are like terrible. A heart. I'm that guy. No clue. Yeah. So, okay. I'll explain it to anyone who doesn't know. Yeah. Are you even a girl from the 90s if you don't have a butterfly tattoo somewhere? I don't have a butterfly tattoo, but these ones. Okay. So they were red stickers that like the tanning salons, because we would pay to sit in a tan box. They had these rolls of red stickers, and before you went in, you would be like, oh, I need my sticker. Because they're like rationing them out like MREs or something. Like we're all the apocalypse is gonna come if you get more than one, Playboy bunny red sticker. So you would take this stupid sticker and you would put it on, you had to be dedicated and put it in the same spot every single week. Okay. And like I have a freckle on my hip and I would put a heart around it because I was so extra. And you would tan with that sticker on. And then after you got out, you would peel it off. And obviously where you put the sticker was white. And the rest of you was getting bronze or burned or skin cancer or whatever. And then the next week or the next day, because you tan every single day, you'd be like, one heart, please. And then heaven forbid you get in there and then you're all the way naked, putting on your lotion. And you're like, oh, I forgot to get my heart sticker from the ration lady. And by this point, you're like, do I put all my clothes back on? I already have my tanning lotion on, or do I just lose some of this heart outline? And then so you would have a red heart then because it's like freshly never tan skin underneath where that sticker was. It's so dumb. So dumb. They are like no-see-ums and sand fleas. That's a good way to put them. Yeah, if you guys live in a tropical climate, you know what sand fleas are, or no-see-ums. Yeah, that's kind of the same thing. I used to bounce for a certain type of club. I know about those tanning tattoos. Bunny sticker in the summertime for your tan line. It was just so bad. And then someone the other day posted the Playboy Bunny spinning belt, the pink one. I had that. I got it from Spencer's and I wore that in high school. Mom and Dad, why did you let me wear that? I don't know. They're probably like, we tried to take it from you. Those things are worth over $100 now. Huge bolo. If you find even the buckle, it's like a, remember spinning rim spinners? It was basically that on a belt with a bunny head. Oh my gosh. Hospitalized from brown recluse bites? Wow. Rationing out like MREs. They were. I tried to explain to a friend what no-see-ums were. I just gave up. They get us under our hickory trees. Yeah. Only ever got a farmer's tan. We used to tan with body oil and iodine mixed together. I remember mixing some together. I remember being like, we must have been like 6, 7, and 8 or something. We were little kids. And we, thought for sure it would be cool to go lay out in the backyard with like tanning oil on. Things that you would never let your little kid do today. It's so funny. I'm like, did you apply sunscreen? It's been 15 minutes. Let's put some more on. Oh yeah, you just yell at the lady, and then if it was a really good day at the tanning salon, you fell asleep and just took a nap, but then the bed would go off, and beep, and so it would wake you up and you just woke up feeling refreshed. But like say you were tanning for 30 minutes, which is way too long, you needed to flip over at 15 minutes in, and then you gotta make sure all the places get tanned and nothing's like hidden. You're gonna have weird lines underneath your butt. Oh, I'm sorry. The women in this chat, my age especially, are cracking up and know what I'm talking about. And some of you guys are just like, what is she talking about? Yeah. Yeah, we had them. Real story time. I got spray tanned from my bestie's wedding. I opted for the thongs on option instead of being completely naked. The thing in the back was not straight. Oh, no. I bet your tan looks stupid. I worked at a tanning salon in high school and college, not gonna lie, cleaning some of the beds. I thought I was gonna die. It's spinning. Yeah. Remember the spinners? Crazy craziness. Ended up looking like I had a whale emerging. Oh, wow, Mary. Wow. Baby oil and iodine. I put a spray tan on, when was it? Maybe it was this morning. I put a little tan on. Because it's really getting warm here and I wanted to wear shorts. And so I feel, I don't know, well, you can't really tell because I'm like contrasting everything up, but I feel good about the way the color came out. I spent so much time in the sun growing up. I have a permanent tan on my arms. Nice. I'm just covered in freckles. So you have lived a good life, Mary. You have. I used to make smiley faces on my guy friends' backs when they would fall asleep with sunscreen. Oh, no. Hey, buddy. We were just talking about tanning stickers. Do you like stickers? Are you snapping? Come here. He's being super funny, you guys. Jump over here. Ugh. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
I never tanned, but I thought the bed had lights on the top and bottom. You flip because you don't have the same parts on the top and bottom, and some things are getting smashed, and you're not going to tan right, Adam. Just go out pasty white. I burn so bad I blister and get physically sick. Oh no. The Friends episode where Ross tried to get a spray tan and it kept spraying him over and over. Nice. Grammy said, hi, Israel. Christina said, hi. Papa says, hey, buddy, love you. I was just glad the tan was temporary. Needless to say, there's definitely pics. Oh, boy. Look at them. They're saying your name.
Said Israel.
Israel. Throwing the hearts. Did you have a good day at school today, Israel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who'd you play with on recess?
Can't remember.
You don't remember? Really? Good night, Chris. Have a good sale, yes. Where do you learn to make a banana split? It's a joke. Where do you learn how to make a banana split? Thank you, Christina.
Yes, I do.
Do you know where to learn?
You do it in the middle, and then sometimes you can do it like this.
You learn in Sunday school. Sunday school, like an ice cream sundae. Hey, tell them what we made after school today. We went to Walmart and got some stuff, and we made what? Egg drops. So Israel really wanted to see if we could drop eggs from the second story without them cracking. What was your best device that you built for the eggs?
There was two that basically there was one that Mom had idea of, and then there was one that I have. I'm planning a lot of ideas, and Mom helped me, and she had one idea for that one, and it worked because I know the ideas, but Mom was the one.
Your egg ended up having a parachute, right?
Yeah, but it didn't really it didn't really stop it.
No, it might have slowed it down a little bit. Guys, we got puffballs, felt, pipe cleaners, and party streamer. And we made egg drop experiment. And it was so fun. The very first thing I did with it was I wrapped it in plastic, then in bubble wrap, and then I put Walmart sacks in it, put it in a box, and dropped it from the second story.
You put too much fuzz in it. You cheated.
He said I put too much fuzz. So basically I packed it like I would pack it. Mine is floating the box like I would pack it for eBay, right? It was in a tiny little box, dropped it from the second story, and that thing survived. And Israel said I cheated.
You were cheating that one.
Shipping supplies, yeah.
You just put too much fuzz in it.
For those of you guys that don't know, my shipping video where I use mattress pad, like my shipping hack for using mattress pad instead of bubble wrap, that came from my oldest son doing an egg drop at school. He took 2 car wash sponges, hollowed out a little area, put the egg inside, put the sponges together, like bookends around the eggs, and then rubber banded them together. And I was like, that was a genius idea because that was such a great shock absorber. How can I duplicate that on a larger scale to be able to ship something very fragile? And so we were brainstorming what is like a sponge, and that's how the mattress pad as shipping supplies was born. Yeah. So that was totally Delo's idea, whether he knows it or not. Good night, Israel. I love you. I'm sure Daddy's waiting on you. Give me a kiss.
My son in the chat said LOL.
LOL. Can you tell he loves his mommy? Do you love your mommy?
Yes.
I love you too, sweetheart. Good night.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a kiss at
Wash your face before you go to bed. Be sure you brush your chompers. Only brush the teeth you want to keep, okay? Okay.
But why not all of them? You want to keep all of them?
Well, then you should brush them all. Eggs are too expensive to be dropping from a second story.
We're trying to take a shower today.
Okay. Good night. Papa says good night.
It's thundering right now. If you don't know.
That's a good idea, not to take a shower in the lightning. You can get one in the morning. He is adorable. But Papa, no one in our house eats eggs. I got some eggs because we had company. Drew's parents came over, but they didn't eat the eggs. And so Israel was like, can we do an egg drop? And I was like, sure. So we've literally, there's like 6 left. And we're just going to go until we come up with all kinds of experiments until all of them are broken, I guess. Brush all the teeth you want to keep. That's what I've always told them. Matt, Profits Pursuit is here. Matt, I found a third duck, a third mighty duck, and I put it in your package today. I was looking for more, but I was like, I know there's more than just the two that he bought. And so I found a third one and put it in there for you. It's going really well. Yeah. Just talking about brushing your teeth to keep them. And tanning stickers in the 90s. Oh, yeah. Thanks, guys. Yeah, he's a little cutie pie. He is. He's a sweetheart. So he did shot put last week, long jump, and he ran the 800. And he took off sprinting on that 800. We told him like the first lap needs to be, not slow, but start out easy, speed up a bit. By the time you get to the second lap, like you're really running, you're going to end up sprinting in the second lap. And all week in practice, he did just that. And then all of a sudden, at come meet time, I had that same conversation with him, and he takes off blade hands. Guys, he's running the 400 this week, and I really think he's going to do well because he sprinted that entire first lap of the 800. He came around way ahead of everybody, but then obviously the wheels fall off because you can't sprint the whole 800. So he got passed a little bit. But anyone have a USPS lose a package lately? Patricia, I did around Easter time, and I haven't even got on to see whether or not they have it. I just got a request over on eBay. Hey, I don't have my package. It was for a $5 item with $5 shipping. I submitted the tracking information. It said that it had been mishandled or misrouted to Kansas City. And so I haven't heard anything else. I'm hoping that it came about. But I was kind of thinking the same thing. I was like, wow, I think it was last Easter. It seems like the holiday weekends kind of mess with USPS a bit. I'm not really sure what happens, but no, they've been good for me. Yeah, outside of that one, I really haven't had stuff show up or not show up. But honestly, if it's either lose the package or damage it, I would rather they just completely lose the package. And I think that's why they will deliver an empty box. I think that's why like your stuff can totally fall out. And I did receive something empty the last couple weeks. It was in like a poster tube, and it was supposed to be artwork in there, and there was nothing in there, and they still delivered it anyway. And I think that's why, because if it's lost, then it's like an automatically they approve the claim. It's a lot easier. But if it's damaged, then you have to go through that whole claims process to file an insurance claim, and it's kind of a nightmare because there's a lot of ways that they can get out of the claim. Like if you had the buyer ship it back to you because it arrived damaged, then you immediately void the claim. They have to actually be the one to bring it into their local post office with all of the original packing material so their postmaster can inspect it, but they can't do that without the letter. And the letter gets mailed to you when you file the claim, not to them. So USPS will snail mail you a letter that you then have to forward, and it has to be original with like the seal on it. I've had to do this. And then you mail that to your buyer who takes everything into their post office. Like, what's the chances you're going to get a buyer that's going to work with you and do all of that? I know a lot of times it's like, oh, okay, I'll add the extra insurance and it'll be fine. And many people go to Pirate Ship and add the ship cover. I think it's ship cover. They add the insurance on Pirate Ship because I've heard that it's a lot easier to work with than USPS. So my dad said ordered from AliExpress and had perfect tracking until it got to USPS, and now nothing. No idea where it's at, but I got to track it while it was in China. Nice. If it has ever been done before, I've heard it. Live thrift battle, April 22nd at 10 a.m. Eastern with Bama Piggin and Dixie Overland. Nice. You guys, here's the link. Nice. I would a live thrift battle. Okay, April 22nd. That'd be really cool. Nice. No, I was MIA earlier. I was posting my garage sale. Did you put yours on there? Oh, so you guys are both having yard sales? That's awesome. Have a great night, everyone. Time to wind down for bed. Good night, Cheryl. I don't know if she's still in here, but good night, and thank you so much for being here. Yeah, we don't ever have yard sales out here, but that 100-mile yard sale, I've really thought about not bringing stuff just to have like a traditional yard sale because it seems like it's a lot of crafters and stuff there anyway. I thought about curating like a really cool, almost antique booth like experience. But then I'm like, if I go to all that trouble to make it look bougie and curated and I don't sell a whole lot of stuff, I'll probably get upset. So maybe I should just have a regular yard sale. ShipCover paid my $267 claim within 24 hours of reporting it. Wow. Was that through Pirate Ship? Pirate Ship paid the claim 100%. Nice. That's awesome. Have you ever done a challenge for the people in here? Like I know Courtney did the bins bingo. I haven't. No. Early on in the reselling channel here, I did a thrifting across America thing, and I had a lot of had some participation in that from various people, and it was like showing average stuff you could get in your thrift store for $20, and it was you weren't supposed to get like the best stuff you could get for $20. That wasn't the goal. Like if you lived where Chrissy lives in Central Florida, pick up a bunch of Disney stuff. Like basically, what do I see every day in my thrift store? And that was kind of fun. Thrifting across America. That was Josh, Harry Tornado, was a part of that. And yeah, he probably didn't have any idea who I was and agreed to do that collab with me. So that was kudos to him, right? Thank you, Josh. If you ever hear this, thank you for being such a rock star all the time to everyone in this community. Have you, is that 100 Mile Yard Sale in Missouri? It is, Judy. It goes from Kennett, Missouri, which is near Arkansas, near Jonesboro, from Kennett, Missouri, all the way up to Jackson, Missouri, 100 miles on Highway 25 in the Boot Hill. Just learned about the Highway 80 sale next weekend that goes from East Texas to Mississippi. Wow. It seems like that would be a really large yard sale. No, through eBay, but selected ShipCover as insurance. Okay. So that's interesting. ShipCover or Pirate Ship being better than the USPS insurance. I'll remember that. I'm planning on coming your way during the 100 Mile sale. Oh, are you? Loretta, are you coming all the way to Dexter? We have some pretty decent ones in Dexter. It seems like from Kennett to Dexter, though, there's almost nothing. So when you get to Kennett, I hope there's a lot for you there, but if there's not, just keep going. Just keep going. Get through Malden, get through Bernie. You'll see some more when you get to Bernie, but yeah. He really does support his friends, Lisa. He does. I told him that I would defend him and Haley in a room full of ninjas, and I do mean that. Well, that's awesome, Loretta. Oh my gosh. I need to keep that in mind. Like I'll try to announce it somewhere if I end up having a booth, and that would be really cool. You could stop by and say hi. That'd be really awesome. Yeah, it's a cool sale. It really is. It's just like gotten craftier and craftier all the time. Yeah, watch out for chiggers. That's all. She's from Jonesboro. She totally knows about chiggers. I can guarantee that. They just did the flea across Florida a couple weeks ago, went from basically Jacksonville to Pensacola, roughly following I-10. That's cool. And then they did Peaches to Beaches going across Georgia. That's pretty cool. So many really epic yard sales. And then the what do they call the one in Tennessee? I should know because that my in-laws are over there in that same area. What is it called? Anyway, it's like right at the same time as FlipCon. So yeah, Loretta, I for sure will. For sure. I didn't make it this time, but I would like to at some point. Yeah, that would be fun. I need a road trip too, Lisa. How far are you from me? We'll meet in the middle. He is, Bird Bath Betty. I feel like I can gauge whether or not I can have a friendship with people on whether or not they like him. If you don't like, tell me up front, because we don't even have to waste time getting involved with each other. But someone told me that the other day of me, and I was like, that is so funny because I've said that of Josh and Haley before. And so that's great that if you think that about me, that's awesome. I'm still working my 40-hour-a-week job, so road thrifting is difficult. Dang. When is the yard sale? It's Memorial Day weekend, Judy, so May. USPS told me that I packed an item already broken before I shipped it. That you packed it broken? I'm sure you did. I am sure that's exactly what you did. The Disney Baker is here. We're talking about thrifting, flea marketing across Florida. What's up? Your support, Rachel, is amazing. Have shared your motivational video. Please keep them coming, especially being away all summer. I absolutely will. Y'all probably start seeing a lot more motivational and even maybe some lifestyle type of content. Yeah, I love that song too. That used to be Drew and I's jam whenever we were dating long distance and we were 5 hours apart from each other. We would meet in Paducah, Kentucky a lot. And I would say that we'll meet in the middle. I did a thrift across and through my death pile and found some great stuff. I bet you did. I had a video once. I found $12,000 in my death pile because that was the value of stuff. Like that was if I assigned like a $10 value or a $5 value or something really minute to every item. Once I counted all the items, I was like, there's at least $12,000 worth of stuff here. That's stupid. And that was the stuff I listed and bought the Bronco. There really was over $12,000 worth of stuff there. Packed it broken. Yeah, the things people accuse you of. That's insane. Death pile across the house. Anyone visiting Chicago, hit me up. I didn't realize you were in Chicago. I'll give you some garage sale and flea market info. I have been to Chicago twice. Once was to see Picasso on exhibit. Not Picasso the person, but and the other was to watch the Cardinals beat the Cubs. And they did. And we were at the top of Wrigley, and I realized that they really meant it when they said Windy City because my hat just like but it was a good game. It was a good game. They just kind of ushered you out of there really quickly. It could have been our Cardinal shirts. We were wanting to take pictures and stuff, and they were like, get out of our stadium. And so we did. That was the last time I used USPS insurance. That's crazy, Patricia. That's nuts. Yeah, I love the motivational videos. They are so supportive. I've been sharing them to non-resellers as well. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that's the goal. I want to be inspiring to anyone who wants to be inspired, I guess, or needs to be inspired. You know, I feel like sometimes I just have like a word to share or a message to share. And there's lots of people that need hope more than anything else. Because even if you're looking every single day on your social media for hope, you're going to open it up and you're going to get fed a lot of stories that are not hopeful instead. And that can just like, man, it can really affect your mood very, very quickly. So if I can be that video that pops up that tells you that you can, I think that is an admirable thing, I guess, to aspire to, telling people that they're awesome. So it's okay. Even if the comments say I'm very offended. She wasn't offended at the inspirational video. She was offended at the video where I sold the nickel for $10. You're back and forth between Vegas and Chicago, two very exciting places to be. Closest I've been to Vegas was the Hoover Dam. We stayed, just outside of Vegas. We didn't go into Vegas though. Going to go live on Saturday night on Whatnot selling Disney pins. Yay! That is so awesome. Bye, Mary. I'm surprised that you're still hanging out. Your show is starting like now, girl. Have great success over there. I'll be over after the show's done. I just hit the thumbs up, so maybe I'll get a sale. I think that's how it works, Judy. I mean, I'm like 90% sure just hitting the thumbs up, you're going to get a sale. So when I do come back after summer hiatus, guys, I don't know if I'll choose Thursday night, if I'll choose like what night I'm going to choose. I could totally change it up. I could stay on Thursdays. I don't know. It was fun doing Fridays, but then I felt like the family had a lot more stuff on Fridays. So I don't know what time I'll come back on whenever I come back. On our way to see the Trash to Cash crew. Oh, is that this coming week or is that this weekend? Or that is so awesome, Grumpy Picker. I hope you guys have a blast. I know a lot of really great resellers that are going to be at that meetup. So I hope you guys have an epic time. Judy or anyone visiting Chicago, Wolf's Flea Market in Rosemont. Up to 600 vendors on Sundays. Wow. That's cool. Our version of flea markets, like what you guys have with vendors and everything, we call those like a sale barn around here. And so like we'll have a parking lot and everyone comes and they just call it the sale barn. I don't know why they call it that. There are like some people will bring livestock and stuff out there. But what we have that's a flea market here is more like an antique mall. It's It's like there's different booths and people man those booths, but that's what we call a flea market. Is anyone else in an area that's what you call a flea market? And like the stuff that like Josh and Haley do when they go to the flea market, that we call that a sale barn. Anyone else? What's your favorite part of all this? The reselling or the social media? They're both fun. The reselling for me is definitely like to pay for my life. That's what, I don't know. I think a lot of things in life are so interesting and I want to share more and more things. Because like I guess that's what I want more people to realize is like, because I've never been the person when someone says, what do you do? I've never been the person to describe my job after that question. I talk about the things I do. And I know a lot of people answer with their job. And so reselling, talking specifically just about reselling on social media seems odd to me because I've never had a job where I only ever talk about my job. So it's like, if you only talk about reselling is great. I want to share all my knowledge and information with you guys for free about it. But if that's what you talk about when you're not doing it, and it's like, when are you making room for anything else in your life, you know? So I don't know. Like my favorite part of reselling is that I guess that it's social, is that I never miss a single party with my kids. I never like being able to do a random egg drop with my kid. I picked him up today and you know, we went to Walmart and got all the supplies and then did a random egg drop. Like I couldn't do that if I had a regular job. When Abby called today and was like, what are you doing tomorrow? I was able to immediately tell her, yes, I will meet with you tomorrow, you know, because they're coming from out of town. And like, that's my favorite part of reselling. Like, I'm not in love with eBay. If eBay went away tomorrow, I'd find some other way to sell, you know? Does that make sense? Girl, it gingerly removed the label that was applied. Oh, wait, hang on. That was applied on the tissue paper. Oh, the label is hanging in my work area. I know, Kim, I was kind of hoping that some people may like cut out the label or keep it or something, because I mean every word of that. The labels, guys, on the pom-poms that I sent out, the merch, one of the things I said on there was like, one day I will be speaking motivation on a much bigger stage. And when I do, I'm calling on the 23 people that bought those pom-poms. You know what I mean? Like there's something special is coming because you guys believe in me now. And just as much as those pom-poms were to mean that I was cheering for you, that I am cheering for you, when I was wrapping them up in tissue paper and sending them out, I realized every single person I was sending one of those out to is cheering for me. You know what I mean? You didn't have to spend your hard-earned money on something like that. And yeah, I just think that's awesome. Sale barn. Nope. You guys don't call it that? It's like Josh Haley, only 600 sellers. That's crazy. That would be so much fun. Yes, the Freedom Grumpy Picker, like 100%. There's a place near here called Renan. I'm not going to try to say that. I'm probably going to say it wrong. It's kind of a mix between a flea market and what I think you're talking about with the sale barn. Yeah. Interesting. Only have 13-hour drive apart or a 9-day walk. We could walk for 9 days and meet in the middle. That'd burn a lot of calories though. We need to bring food, like bring a sack lunch. But it's more people with permanent booths than just random people. Oh, okay. Good night, Coco. I'm going to hit the sack. Yesterday was rough, so I need to catch up on my beauty sleep. Thank you all for the support on my YouTube channel. Means a lot. Buenos noches. Buenos noches. Hasta mañana. I have such limited Spanish, but I'm going to try to throw it out there. Oh, I'm glad that you did that. I'm really glad that you did that. What was that crashing sound? Was it here? I didn't even hear it. Maybe more thunder. Are you going to stop selling clothing? No, but I've stopped picking up basic clothes. And by basic, I just mean even like higher end mall brands. And I put out a video about that like years ago. And I did quit picking up a lot of it. And I'm no longer picking up clothing because it's inexpensive. Like I really love to pick up hard goods. The thing that I love about vintage, I love vintage and designer, so I will still pick up vintage clothes. I'm still going to pick up designer or higher end clothes. But I love wood, metal, and glass because those are three components. I don't feel like they make a whole lot out of wood anymore. They make a MDF or some type of a fiber with a wood skin over the top of it. But to truly make something out of wood, and same with metal and glass. And so if I can save those items, I love to do that. So all things reviewed, I am I'll still sell clothing, but right now, like I have 12 bins of clothing and it's not my passion to pick it up. And those 12 bins, if I could get rid of that all of those clothes, then I could make room for so many really cool hard goods. But I'm passing on so much stuff right now because I don't want to expand beyond this room. Everyone thinks the shed that Drew is building is for me, is for like my reselling stuff. It is absolutely not. It is not. It's more so he can have space for his YouTube, to be honest with you. He's not going to record from out there, but he's freeing up the storage space from the garage. He's moving to the shed so that he can make a recordable space when he's doing so many things around here. He just shares a wealth of knowledge and information over on his channel. Like today, he was talking about how to cut a straight line without a, what did he call it? Some type of a saw. I don't remember what he called it now. Anyway, it was a smart video. So you're a rock star, Rachel. Remember us when you have your own cable show. Now that sounds like something my dad would say. He's all the time like, you should have your own talk show, Rachel. You believe in us, Rachel. I truly believe that. Your video Monday was amazing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I messed up not putting my face in the thumbnail. Every time I don't, I know my views are down. So I may go back and change it because I felt like the numbers weren't really that great on that video, but I still loved putting it out. Like when I made that video, I was so hyped up. I was like shouting at you guys because I was so excited. And I feel so passionately talking about stuff like that. I don't know. I think that like somebody said, oh, you have a gift. No, I really think that God put something inside me that he wants to tell you guys, hey, you're awesome. And so like, I just want to be the microphone. I just want to be like his mouthpiece. And so when I feel like he's says, hey, go tell everybody this, and this, I get excited about it because he doesn't have to use me. And if you could give someone encouragement that you can't hug in real life and in person, why would you not want to encourage people? Mary got out of her show because she couldn't see herself. Hope she can get back in it. It shows the show has ended. Oh no, she's going to have to start it over again. Sometimes you can't see. Oh, but if she couldn't see herself on her phone, that would be bad. Oh, I can see Rachel doing a whatnot soon. Me, I'm doing a whatnot on Saturday. Yeah, I have more Happy Meal toys, or I should just say kids meal toys, because there's like Wendy's and all kinds of different track saw. That's what it was, Terry. Thank you. Yeah, a track saw. He said, I don't have one. I'm like, oh, I should look that up for a birthday or anniversary gift or something. I got him for his birthday this battery powered nail gun, and because he had a pneumatic nail gun, and so there's no like hose or cords or anything, and the thing is so powerful, and I really think it's cut his shed building time down quite a bit from what it could be. The shed is completely framed up. I think he laid all the roofing material and stuff on today. He was trying to get it secured because we knew this rain was coming. So I think he like maybe even tarped it and stuff. But he's going to put shingles up there. I understand completely. Only sell what brings you joy. Yeah, because otherwise, like if you wanted to sell just any basic thing, you could like clock in for someone else. Is how I feel. But I know some people will literally sell anything that they can make $1 off of, and they love doing that, and it's a volume game. And so, yeah, if that is what you love, that's great. But I want to sell the stuff I'm passionate about too. The views will, yeah, maybe they'll come around. Rachel would be amazing on a talk show. Thanks, Chrissy. I was listening to a YouTube reseller today who said eBay is having a lot of glitches with the system. It shut down his store 9 hours overnight. Huh. I don't know. I know people complain a lot about eBay glitches, and it is like our it could easily be your bread and butter. And it's why you don't want to put all your eggs into one basket. Like I said, I've been putting, eBay is still like number one, but I've been putting a lot of focus over on Whatnot. I think you need to at least have options. What if eBay was gone tomorrow? Would any of you in the chat not know what to do? Do you have a fallback plan? Do you have another platform that you're selling consistently enough on that you could replace the income that you would lose on eBay? Because at the end of the day, like, sure, we're self-employed and we're going to file taxes that way, but are you? Because you don't own eBay and it's not your website and it's not like you're not in control of everything, Have a great week, Tina. So yeah, I think websites are gonna glitch. Like the oldest ones, eBay, Amazon, they're gonna glitch. The newest ones, Poshmark, Whatnot, definitely gonna glitch. And you can't control it. So I try to focus on the things I can control. I can control my listing, or I can control if I'm making offers or sending out my orders in time, all of the things I can control, because the glitches, they can definitely happen. I don't know. I think also it's really easy to blame everyone else if your sales are slow. Sometimes, and I'm not saying this person was, I don't even know who you're talking about, but sometimes instead of looking inwardly, like, and that's with anything in our lives, we can easily be like, well, maybe it's this or maybe it's this. And it's like, maybe the number just is exactly what it is, I mean, I don't know. Yes, for sure. Keep track of what is on your store. Yeah, and do your inventory, right, Chrissy? Like, I need to do my inventory. Apparently, I don't even know what's in my store. What's up, Dawn? Dawn Wilson is here, you guys. When is your Whatnot? Have I missed it? When is your Melanie? When are you having a Whatnot? I hope I haven't missed it. I don't think she'd let me miss it. I check her stories on Instagram every single day, so I'm sure I didn't miss it, right? I hope not. My views in sales are way off, but I thought it might be tax week. It may be. It's a lot of different things, but it's not just one thing. Yeah, probably. And if it is, then again, like, we have to diversify. For some people, that's having an antique booth, or for some people, maybe you're going to the flea markets. Chrissy does a ton of yard sales. I mean, that's all ways to supplement whatever's the big guy for you. I think everyone has one platform that they enjoy over the others, and that supplies them with more sales than the other platforms, but you have to diversify. Whatnot was glitchy earlier today. Yeah, sometimes it totally glitches out. And imagine, like, if that was my only place that I'm selling, and then when they have a big name celebrity on, it crashes the app. And everyone that had a big show scheduled, you just lose your audience. You lose if you're doing one show a week and that's your only source of revenue, and Whatnot kicks you off of there. Like, there always has to be some backup plan, right? And along with a contingency plan, like, be careful that you're not spending what you're making every week. If you're treating it like a business, I'm going to always say treat your business like your business, then you need to be building up some reserve so that your business, the whole idea of working for yourself, hopefully, is to not be paycheck to paycheck. And so even if it's putting a little bit back, we can all cut corners somewhere. I can make a video on like 10 things I don't buy anymore because I am such a cheap person. I know people think I live this like bougie lifestyle, and guys, we don't. Like, I'm very frugal because we're both self-employed. Drew and I, neither one of us are guaranteed a paycheck week to week. And when I sold real estate, it was the same. And so we started out our marriage and our relationship like that, where we may have got paid once a month, or I may get paid 2 or 3 times a month, whenever I was selling real estate. And then, but it all hit one week. And so the other weeks, like, you can't just starve to death. So Whatnot has never done well for you, April. Are you still selling over on Whatnot, April? My internet has had a mind of its own lately, so that's why I haven't done a show yet. Gotcha. I was like, oh, there's no way I missed it. Eggs are spread all over here. oh, yeah, not all in one basket. Yeah, they're all over on my patio from our egg drop. Yes, have to start with the look in the mirror before blaming glitches. Exactly that. Because if something's going on in my eBay, I'm like, but have you been listing every single day? And not to say that anyone hasn't. Same for me. I can usually look at me and point to some reason why my sales are slow. It's very rare in my reselling have I been listing consistently on a daily basis and not making consistent sales. I don't know, or what are you sourcing? Are you sourcing stuff that people want to pay the shipping on? Are you sourcing stuff that people want to, like, that they can't find if they just walk into Walmart, and so they have to come to your store, they have to go to eBay and have to find it that way? What's up, Anthony? There are people predicting the crash of the dollar, and it's making people scared. Interesting. I'll just eat the chiggers in the backyard if it all goes south. I had 2 really good days this week. I used them as motivation. If I'm doing good sales while only doing this part-time, think of how much I could sell doing it full-time. Yes. I figured I'm still learning what to buy that will sell. Exactly. And I need to learn that I don't need to buy everything. I currently have 20 tubs of clothes and still so much more to list. Wow, that's a heck of a death pile, Judy. Well, at least you have plenty to list if you, for some reason, weren't able to get inventory. Trying to find the silver lining for you there. Oh, you had a show Sunday, not very worth it. Well, I had a show yesterday in the morning, like kind of afternoon. I don't know why I keep thinking Whatnot is going to be different for me in the daytime. It's not for the stuff I'm selling. And again, that's like me looking inwardly. I could get on, and be like, well, what was wrong with this show that I can't control? But what I can control is the time of day I go on. I had 2 shows yesterday, and one was like noon. And the other was, what time did I start? 9 p.m. And at the 9 p.m. show, I sold 4 times as much as I sold it at my noon show. 4 times as much. So I know that I need to go on late. And sometimes that stinks because I just want to rest. I just want to go to bed. But if I want to make money on Whatnot, I know, for me anyway, I've seen some people absolutely kill it. Donatella does daytime shows and she does phenomenal. She sources great. She knows what people want. I love watching frugal videos, but I bet it would be a great video. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I might. That's what I mean, like more lifestyle type stuff. Any suggestions on how much to mark up retail arbitrage is a for real new item? It's a for real new item. So I would say look at your sold comps. Don't just pull up its retail value is irrelevant, really. Truly it is, because they're not going to the retail store for it. So they're going online either because if it's discontinued, and then you can actually mark it up more. But if they're going online and they can still get it at Walmart, or wherever the retail arbitrage is, they want a discount. So, but you can't just look up what people are selling it for or listing it for. You got to look up those sold comps. And I don't undercut people because I don't want to race to the bottom. So just price somewhere in the average of what the listed comps are. As far as how much, I try to get 10% or 10 times as much for anything that I buy, but retail arbitrage, those margins are just not there. If I were going to buy something retail arbitrage, I would at least want to double my money. But after fees and everything, you're really, what do you have, like a 30%? Return at that point? You guys have any different advice there? Indeed, Judy, list what you have and enjoy the sales, then go out and source more. Yeah. My ADHD says that I cannot control my listings. It says that I also have to start 6 art projects and finish none of them. Oh man, I just started a Norman Rockwell painting that I'm adding stuff to. I can't wait to show it to you guys because I'm excited about it. And I agree with you. I have like art projects everywhere. Sold a pair of Manolo Blahnik shoes today from the bins. Nice. Those are gorgeous. Who doesn't? You were shocked that you found them or shocked that you sold them? How much did you sell them for? You will only be able to mark up to market value. Yeah. So you need to decide what kind of margin you want. Yep. Good advice. If you can buy a retail for 20 and sell it for 40 online, you will probably break even after shipping and fees. Yeah. See, we're on the same page there. Even if you say double your money after everything's said and done, you're just not. So 20 tubs of clothes is what I already listed. That is for sure not my death pile. Okay, good. You're a hard worker, Judy. I would be surprised if you had a death pile like that. I can't watch Whatnot during the day. I can only do it in the evenings. Yeah, that's what I asked people yesterday during the Whatnot. I said, I prefer to sell in the evening. When do you guys prefer to buy? And most people that answered said, I prefer to buy in the evening. Market value is just what people are willing to pay for it. So before you buy, look up how much it's selling for. Yes, regulated by supply and demand, 100%. I'd be embarrassed if I told you how many totes I have and Hubs has. Really? Yeah, I don't have anywhere to put. If I can't go to the auction. I don't have anywhere to put anything right now. So I literally have to get stuff sold before I can source anymore. Rachel slapped me with, maybe it's a Saturday. I'm getting ready to organize my inventory and update my spreadsheet, then tackle my accidental death pile. You liked that video. Maybe it's just a Saturday. I liked making that video. I did. With retail arbitrage, you need to pay attention to sell-through rate. Yes, because if it's on sale at your store and it's on sale at other people's stores and everyone got the memo, especially when some people put retail arbitrage out as a bolo, I think that that's probably not the greatest idea. I understand it for the purposes of content creation, but if you're reselling as your full-time job and you're not reselling on the side, being a content creator first, I just don't think it's fair to people that are doing retail arbitrage to spoil that for everyone and be like, hey, brooms are 4 cents at Walmart, and then everyone can go get that 4-cent broom, and where you could have sold it for $20, now you got immediately someone's like, well, I'm getting rid of mine and mine's only $18, and someone else is like, I'm the cheapest guy's $18, I want mine gone tomorrow before the market tanks, mine's $15. And that's what I mean, they eventually race to the bottom, and it's just I like to share bolos of thrifted stuff that you might not have had any idea. And if in the off chance you ever see it, you'll know to pick it up, if that makes sense. Love, Norman Rockwell. This is a painting of everyone at the table bowing their heads in prayer. And I'm adding some stuff to it. So I saw your diamond painting while you couldn't sleep, Melanie. That is going to be beautiful. I have to see a picture of that when it's done. I've never done one of those. It used to be easier to rely on sold comps, but too many variables these days promote listing, free shipping, etc. That's true. I'm a very frugal person. I will have you know, when I bought my Maserati, I refused to let them upsell me on the floor mats. See, I saved money. I couldn't believe my vehicle didn't come with floor mats. I think for that price, it should come with floor mats. But you refused to let them see Mr. Frugal and his Maserati. I sold them for $98. Average cost of goods $3.59 on those Manolos. That's awesome. I think Manolo Blahnik makes gorgeous shoes, just so bejeweled and fancy and gorgeous. You got a great price on those, because I have found some that I feel like did not sell for quite that, but mine were teeny tiny. You got a great price on those, and at the bins. That's awesome. Death piles keep us warm at night. Drew is all done laying his reel down, I guess. Hello. The traveling picker Pat D's, they are making it harder to see video and follow chat on desktop with the ad above the chat. Is there an ad above the chat for you? That stinks. Let's see. Gonna run backpacking tomorrow with the scouts and still need to pack. Glad to be able to stop in and say hello. I'm glad that you were here, Anthony. An excellent insight on the retail arbitrage. Hope you guys have a blessed backpacking excursion. Say no to chiggers and use bug spray, sunscreen, whatnot. I watch and buy all day long, which is bad. I will be watching Chrissy while I am at work. Then the next day, my boss is telling me I am not working fast enough. Oh no, I work really. Rachel, I would join you, but work clothes came off and now in shirtless mode. Honey, it's not that type of a channel. You have to stay upstairs. I miss your vlog style videos. Are you considering doing them more? Yeah, actually, that's what I was taking a walk day before yesterday. I was walking at night and I was like, I really, really would love to get more back around to vlog style. So I'm so glad that you said that. You just never know what people are going to enjoy, but I've come to realize that if you just put out the content that you want to make, your tribe will find you. Your people will find you and they'll come hang out and enjoy your videos. And if you put out what you think people want to see, and if you think, what you think you need to be making, then you might not even like your content. That's why I don't put out like a lot of sourcing videos, because it's just not like my favorite thing to make. And if I did, this would really feel like a job. You have to love what you're doing on YouTube, or there's no way you would do it. I've done a bit of retail arbitrage, but I haven't made nearly the return on investment as I do on thrifted auction items. Me neither. And there's not enough places here to do consistent retail arbitrage. Many times with retail arbitrage, if you can afford it, hold for 6 months. Good idea. Yeah, good idea. Pat D's is shirtless as well. My sleeping pill is kicking in, so I should go to bed before I type in some jargon that doesn't make sense. LOL. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you, Rachel, for an awesome live. Good night, Chrissy. These were flats and denim and brown leather sandals. Wow, really? I feel like I saw those actually on your Instagram now that you say that they were flats. Because are those the ones that you got like a really low offer? Someone had sent like an insulting offer and then you sold them after that? I still haven't made it on camera, even with the shirt on. I need to work on that. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Y'all much more quiet since the bug talk I heard before laying Israel down. Yeah, more quiet for sure. Tornado just hit Tyler, Texas. Oh no. Anything real major, Dawn? Dawn, tornadoes are dropping with low risk. Huh. Oh, lights are flickering. Might hop off. Going to check the weather. Be right back. Ooh. Yeah. Well, let me know, Kim, because she's like where she's at. She gets the weather just a few hours before me. And then we've got our Jonesboro friend that needs to be alerted also. Jonesboro seems to be like a hot spot for poor weather lately. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. I found you. When Rachel said Pat D's shirtless, did you see her gag reflex? I did not. Thanks, Lisa. I like making the vlogs. I really do. No, that was denim ballet flats sold higher than offer. Oh, okay. You sell a lot of shoes, Dawn. You do a great job with shoes. Drew wants to go back to bugs. We did not cover stink bugs yet. Okay. Well, we didn't used to have stink bugs here until Mr. Tennessee moved over from Tennessee. I think he brought them with him in his suitcase or something because we did not have those. I never seen a stink bug a day in my life. And he moves over and is talking about them. I'm like, what are you talking about? Stink bugs. And now they're everywhere. Stink bugs and ladybugs everywhere. Yes, it just popped up and said, hi, said there was debris flying. Wow. Stink bugs stink. Yes. And then it doesn't matter, even if they already died and you're like, oh, vacuum in the floor and you accidentally vacuum one up, your vacuum is going to emit that smell throughout your whole house. You didn't bring stink bugs. I don't know, Drew. Chat, let's vote. Do you think that Drew brought the stink bugs because there were none and then all of a sudden they're everywhere? And he had them when he was growing up. I did not. We got hail and wind yesterday, but no tornadoes. Man, you busy with electrical work? Jonesboro is almost always in the path of the tornadoes. Yeah, watch it for sure, Loretta. Watch that. And stink bugs they are creepy looking. They look like they have armor on. Did you see the new boots I just posted? My 1-year granddaughter was she was modeling boots. Oh, that's so cute. My phone's like dead over there. I'm sure it's dead by now, or I'd look it up, but I'll check it out later. That's adorable. We did not have stink bugs, Mom. Don't say that. Stink bugs everywhere here in Jonesboro. I took lizards to Missouri when I was little, so I know y'all got them now. We do have lizards in the backyard. There was a lizard in my kitchen once. It's just an odd positioning. We're far enough south that we have some of the weird southern critters, and then far enough north that we have, it's just weird, like coyotes and wild turkeys and lizards. How does all that exist in the same area? Armadillos. We didn't used to have armadillos, and all of a sudden we have those. Melanie, did you bring those up from Oklahoma? Oh, you're 12-year-old. Okay. All right. No, Drew. No, they remind me of the Beatles in the Mummy movie. The Mummy, I remember watching the Mummy movie when I was in high school. We got to go to the movie theater. Have you heard of the new thing, digital? We have armadillos bad here. And armadillos are like blind and deaf, so you can't even scare them. Digital hoarders? No, what's digital hoarding? Is that like how I haven't emptied my email since I was 4? Is that digital hoarding? I have like 104,000 unanswered, unopened emails. Is that digital hoarding? Oh, here all winter in Pennsylvania, they are invincible. If they can survive a Pennsylvania winter, just let them live. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't you just let them live if they can survive that? I mean, y'all get some daggum snow. Y'all get like moving up the door snow. There's an invasive spider from Japan called the Joro spider. They're big and scary looking, but the government is happy about them because they will be the only thing that eats stink bugs. Oh, well, if they're not dangerous to us, we can move them in over here. I'm not afraid of spiders. The jumping ones kind of freak me out a little bit. I'm definitely not like daddy long legs, and I don't care if I will kill a brown recluse. I feed a baby possum daily. You do not, Melanie. He hangs out on your porch. Oh, possums are so gross. Going to need info on stink bug on Thanksgiving. You know, Christopher, I don't know. You don't even read Drew's chats, okay? I saw a large alligator lizard here recently. An alligator lizard. What? Armadillos are poisonous. Yeah, they are known, like declared by the state of Texas as a natural reservoir for leprosy. Like, did we go back to the Old Testament? Leprosy? New Testament, I guess. Leprosy, but you apparently armadillos carry leprosy or can. I'm not saying every one of them does, but frogs freak me out. That's true. I want bats to get rid of mosquitoes. We have some bats. No, I'm not, you guys. I'm not even going to read those comments out loud. It's not ever going to happen. Ever. You can send me one, April, for sure. I won't get it until I'm off of here because my phone died. What's up? Happy Peach Thrifts, Linda. Possums are ugly, but are great to have around. They can't get rabies and eat a lot of nasty things we don't want around. Guys, did I tell y'all about the cats on Easter? On Easter, I don't know if I told you guys this story. I might have told you last week. A cat showed up, and Israel, I'm allergic. Israel's allergic too, but he refuses to admit it. His eyes swell. And he said, "Can I keep this cat?" And I was like, we'll feed it because it's skin and bones. And I gave it mashed potatoes. And it was so starved. It ate mashed potatoes and gravy. Cats are usually a little pickier than that. And he said, "Can I keep it?" And I was like, "If it hangs around, I'll get some cat food, whatever. We're not taking it inside." The thing hung around and then ends up bringing its babies. Someone dropped off a pet carrier, and it had 4 babies. And then Israel's like, "Mom, one of them got out," because we were trying to put him inside this tote. We go out there and there wasn't just 4 babies, there was 5. On Easter, somebody drove down our gravel road and dumped those things out. So I'm allergic. They're not like the favorite thing, but dadgum, I'm not going to let anything starve to death. God made those cats, right? So we found someone that would drive him to the rescue. It's just, man, I just hate it when people dump so many animals out on our road all the time, because that's the second litter of cats that I found in a couple months. And it's hard to get them if they don't come up to your house. It's hard to get them all in your car. You have to like come back with a tote. Oh, she'll talk about cat. Drew? I guarantee you, he's laughing so hard. He's like falling out of the bed, shirtless, laughing right now. Yeah, feed them and they will stay. That's why I stayed with my wife. Yeah, people leave kittens at our farm. I just don't get it. But they were so cute. They were little fuzzballs. Melanie does have a bunch of puppies right now. Put a sign up, telling them not to dump them off. They'll still jump them. They will. I will always save them, April. Ugh, the litter before this one, I'm out there like sneezing and everything, getting all these baby kitties, and they're running all over the place. And I was like, I can't carry them all and drive down the road. And so I put them back down and I was like, don't follow me. And they're just running. They were this big, you guys. They were running after me, like screaming. And I was like, stay. You can't tell a baby kitty to stay. And I got in the car and I'm just like creeping, turning the wheels over because I don't want him to get near my car. And then as soon as I got far enough away, I zoomed down the road, went back with a tote with a lid because I'm like throwing cats in on the side of the road into this tote with a lid just so I can get down the road. Yeah. Poor kitties. That's right. I don't get it. And it'll give other people the idea. Yeah, probably. Well, it's calming down. You lost power, Kim? Dang. Yeah, Gene, I can't. I just can't just leave the animals out. Oh, but then it's like it consumes your entire day. You have to spend the rest of your day finding a place for these cats. It's worth it. I still have 4 10-year-old cats from the same litter after their pregnant mom showed up on my front porch. Oh, man. You have 4 of them for 10 years? Bless you. Yeah, that's wild. That's a lot. Guys, we it's 9:35 and we haven't given anything away. How about a giveaway? You guys feel good about that? Our Maine Coon was found alongside a major road as a kitten. A Maine Coon, that's the type of cat. We've basically raised him since he was like 3 months old. Aw, most of our cats are throwaways, but there are babies now. That's so sweet. Guys, let me pull up the StreamYard giveaway tool. StreamYard. Christopher messaged me before the live started, and he was like, I got to bless somebody with a shopping spree. You know he said it. You know he did. And that's what we're going to give away. What should the hashtag be tonight? Chiggers. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be hashtag Chiggers. I know my dad just busted up laughing. If he didn't, he wasn't listening. Hashtag Chiggers. Then you'll all know how to spell it. Okay. Oh, here we go. That storm line is all the way from Texas to Canada. Good grief. Let me see. Present, share screen. This is what I want you guys to enter so that you are in the giveaway. My cat was a mixed Maine Coon. What is a Maine Coon? What is that? Right after those kitties were born, I had 10 cats counting their mom. Oh my gosh. Cats and dogs are confused and scared of the possum. Ugh. Maine Coon. What is a Maine Coon? They're really big cats. Artful Journey's got it. Hashtag Chiggers, and you're in the drawing, you guys. There, it's everyone's. Christopher said you couldn't give anything away until story time. I'm not even hearing you. You know what, Drew? I'm going to put you on mute for the rest of the night if you bring it up. Look at him laughing. Don't laugh. Patricia, they will be a small mixed breed. The breed is called, yes, if it's small breed. Nice. Someone tied, how many quality of surveillance cameras? So I haven't been accused of stealing any tortoises this week, you guys. Speaking of animals and being stray. Hashtag stink bug. I almost did that. I almost did. Just seeing hashtag Chiggers so many times makes me just itch, you guys. Like, I feel like I have one in my ear now. 25 entries. Would anyone else like a shopping spree in my store? Have you seen the 40-pound cat that made national news after getting adopted? No, I have not. Wow. Okay, I'm going to draw the winner. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Who's going to win it? If it picks someone that's already won, then we'll just immediately pick another winner so everyone doesn't have to re-enter it. But you're more than welcome to still enter just to see if you... The Eclectic Element! I don't think that you've ever won. I'm like 90% sure that you have never won. Congratulations. I just saw the story about Patches. Congratulations. Yeah, I don't think she's ever... Yay! They are the worst, Linda. They are the worst. Congratulations. I will be running into ticks and chiggers next week. Peter. Oh, yeah, because where did you say you're going for work? Where did you say you were headed? Whoop, whoop. Congratulations. Where's she at? Unless maybe I missed it. She probably already said something and I just missed it. Oh, there she is. I was absolutely not expecting that tonight. Wow, thank you guys so much. And no, I've not won before. I didn't think that you had, but you have now. You get to pick $100 for this stuff in my eBay store. This store is RJLP, or I will just message you over on Instagram what it is. I'm excited to send a box out to you. You like to thrift a lot of the really cool vintage stuff that I like to thrift. So I always think that's fun whenever it's somebody that sources the same kind of stuff that wins, because you're bound to find something in there that you'll either like for you or you'll be able to resell it. But pick something good. Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Oh, wow. You get to go all 3 places? Full circle. My 4 cats love chasing the stink bugs that invade our house. That is a full circle moment. But have they ever had chiggers? Congratulations, Eclectic Element. I bet you never thought that a conversation about chiggers would win you a $100 shopping spree. And thank you, Christopher, for giving away so many times, guys. Like, I think pretty much every live show this entire season, Christopher has generously given away shopping sprees into my store. So thank you for making it such a fun season of lives. And who's to say, you know, I may pop in throughout the summer on random lives. That's some bad, really, Drew. Impossible, Connecticut. Wow. Thanks, Artful Journey. There's, you know, I haven't put up a ton of new stuff here recently because I'm trying to get rid of some stuff, obviously, but I need to list the appliances from my auction video where I bought the entire table of appliances for like $12. I haven't listed that stuff yet, so that would be a good project for me. That I did not. Thank you so much. This definitely made my day. Aw, I love it. Lindsay, were you late? Oh, she said, I'm here, but late. Hello. What a beautiful way to spell Lindsay. That's awesome. And I think upstate New York, you get to see the whole Northeast. That's awesome. No cheesecake. Ooh, we got a vegan cheesecake the other day for Drew's birthday. I said, man, I really wish that I had been able to make it to this neighboring town, has the Daya vegan cheesecakes, the dairy-free ones. But I didn't have any way making it over there before his birthday. So we made a cake, and like a vegan chocolate cake. It was delicious. And then one of our friends called on his birthday, and he's like, happy birthday. He said, we're going over to Poplar Bluff, and got him a cheesecake. Like, no one said anything to Ben and Kendra about it at all, and they just thought of him while they were grocery shopping with their family, and they know that he loves cheesecake and that we don't have those here, and they brought him over a cheesecake. I just thought that was so thoughtful. I mean, the cheesecakes guys are like, I don't know, maybe they're $7 or something. And it just goes to show you, like, it's just literally is the thought behind something that they would have thought about him and brought him that cheesecake. And then he and I split it and ate it. Christopher, this channel is awesome, and all of you in the chat, you're so sweet. Thank you. Guys, I talked to Christopher today and asked, someday, will you be my guest on the chat? And he said, someday, but not today. So at least I got a someday. I did get that. It's a wonderful place. Were you both vegan before meeting each other? No, Peter. He was like meat and potatoes for sure. I have been vegetarian since I was like 12 or something. I don't know. And Drew just went vegetarian, and then 2 months later completely vegan in 2020. So it's been like 3 years for him now. Pretty recent for him and the majority of my life. So, hey, it's Naylor, Missouri, close to you all. When I was a kid, we lived there. I think we have some cousins still in that area. I feel like Naylor is one of those tiny little towns around like Marble Hill area, maybe around Poplar Bluff. I could be wrong. Huh. That was awesome. Cheesecake is so good, but free cheesecake is awesome. Yeah, free cheesecake. And they said that they have a key lime flavored one now. So if you are like gluten-free, dairy-free, anything like that, Daya is the brand. They're tiny. Like, I could eat a whole one, but they're so good. They're so good. How's your podcast been going? I don't have a podcast, Jane. Just this wonderful show with you guys. I've been veggie since 1985. It was tough. I did didn't know that you were a vegetarian. I did not know that. That's what I say, even about like the early on whenever I was vegetarian, and you couldn't even find tofu in my town, let alone any of the meat replacement options that we have now. So I am I feel like super blessed anytime that we have a new product pop up. And Drew and I eat tofu like every single day. It's an hour east of us. East? West, right? Naylor is not east of us. The only thing an hour east of us is the Mississippi River. I'm pretty sure it couldn't be. I love key lime too. Sue's along the way. How are you doing tonight? My grandma used to make key lime pie, and my mom would make a lemon meringue pie. Grandma would make key lime, and so key lime pie just reminds me of my grandma. They are not bad, but hate their cheese. The cheese doesn't taste right, like plastic. There's what's the brand of choice? VO Life, VIYO. They make a Gouda, and they're really good. But Peter Lewis, I like their cheese in their like liquid cheese. It's like nacho cheese. We had some of that tonight, actually. It's really good. The Daya brand. And so many people gave me a hard time for my choices. Yeah, it just comes with the territory, doesn't it? Doing anything outside of the norm definitely comes with the territory. East, west, tomato, 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 tomato. Yes, Daya cheesecake is good, but super expensive. It is. It is. It's a sometimes food, right? If it was cheap, I'd want it every day, and I don't need to eat that much sugar every day. So I was craving tofu, so I had to go get some today. Love it. Found some pumfu today. Ooh, what is that? Is it like pumpkin? What does tofu taste like? That's such a good question, Missy. I appreciate when people ask that, because like, I know it doesn't have the most appealing name or reputation, but Missy, it doesn't taste like anything. So you can get it anywhere from silken tofu that you could literally blend into a smoothie or a shake, or you can cook it a firm tofu, an extra firm, until it is beef jerky consistency. So it's just a protein. And so we make ours the consistency of like scrambled eggs. We cut it up into cubes, and if you're doing like a stir fry or something, it could be a little more firm than that. But on its own, it has a very light texture, like a scrambled egg, and it's colorless, it's white, and there's no flavor. It absorbs the flavor of whatever you put it in. That's why it's so popular for people to marinate it overnight. You can make like a bacon or something if you make like a smoky marinade and put it in there. I like to use smoked paprika in mine, and garlic and salt. Smoked paprika should go on everything. If you like paprika, you've never tried smoked paprika, it's a game changer. The smoked will change your life. It's so good. Tofu made from pumpkin seeds. That is so interesting. Is that high in protein? That is really interesting. It's getting hot and sour soup for tofu. My boyfriend actually fried me up some tofu a few weeks back, and it was actually a quite delicious snack. I enjoy tofu as long as it's cooked properly. Yes. No, it's not chickpeas. It's soybeans. It's fermented soybeans. And then like you have tempeh, which I post about a lot over on Instagram. And it's like tofu's cousin, because tofu is smooth, but tempeh, you can still see the beans. Like you can still see the soybeans. I mean, you're not going to mess it up. Well, I mean, I have had it cooked wrong. Just like Eclectic Element just said, like I've been to restaurants before and they bring it out practically raw. And I don't know if they even put it in the pan. It does take a long time to cook it. So maybe they were rushed. And I'm just always concerned, because I'm like, what if this was someone's first time ever having tofu and they just assumed it tasted gross? You do kind of need to know what you're doing, but there's so many ways that you can cook it, and there's probably 100 YouTube videos. There's probably 100,000 YouTube videos on how to cook it. Usually made from soybeans, but it can be made from other beans. I've had a tofu food made from mushrooms. That's interesting. I wouldn't think mushrooms would be very high in protein either. We eat it mainly for the protein content, and we'll eat, each of us, an entire block. So it's like close to 40 grams of protein just at breakfast. Who makes the Gouda? Peter, it's a VO Life, VIYO, I think is the name of it. If you Google VO Life Gouda, it's going to pop up. And if I'm wrong about the spelling or the name, it'll probably autocorrect, but it's good. It really just tastes like a Gouda cheese. Tofu's cousin. Oh yeah. So Cat Dad Terry, that reminds me, when we cook tofu in the morning, we always sing. Did you guys watch like Doug Funny? Ooh, and Drew just put it in the chat. Ooh, ooh, killer tofu. Do you guys remember the beats on Doug? They sang a song called Killer Tofu. Don't you make tofu jerky? I have made it before. It takes like 8 hours to make it. So I just buy the pre-made by Impossible Foods now, or Beyond. Beyond's the one that makes it. But yeah, it's basically you're using your oven as a dehydrator, which anyone could do that, or your convection oven or air fryer. You're just sucking the moisture out of there, and that's basically cooking it anyway. You said it best on the podcast. Why do vegans always say their food is vegan? Because if you don't say it's vegan, people respond with, I thought you said you were vegan. That's so true. Because if I said I made chicken noodle soup for dinner, then someone would be like, oh, you ate chicken? And so you have to say, I made vegan chicken noodle soup. And then people are like, oh, vegan's always going to tell you they're vegan. I'm like, I just have to say it because otherwise there's going to be someone. Oh, Mary, they kicked you out. I've had that shows where I get kicked out. Dang. So you were, someone said that you tried to go on and it was black. And then were you able to start a new show? And then it kicked you out of the next show? I'm so sorry, Mary. That stinks. Yes, it was a Nickelodeon cartoon, Terry. It came along a little late for you? Okay, yeah. Doug Funny. And Patty Mayonnaise was his girlfriend. Oh, yeah. Edamame. That's delicious. Soybeans, too. Israel loves edamame. If we go to a Japanese restaurant, he's got to have his own little dish of edamame. I'm curious if you could eat tofu when you have thyroid issues. I believe soy interacts with thyroid meds. I don't know. It is straight soy. So if you have any soy intolerance or anything, you do not want to have tofu, unless you're having one of these alternatives that everyone was talking about. Honestly, I'm so tired right now. I'm not mad about it. You've been working really hard this week, Mary. I was just hoping I was going to get to see some of it. I had to start a new show and lost all my bookmarked people. That's such a bummer. But maybe at least they were like, oh, yeah, that show. And then they hopefully went to go find you. I'm sorry. And it stinks because if you already have buyers and then it kicks you out, then everyone loses their discounted shipping. I was doing a jewelry show once and that happened. Yeah. Stinks. I sing that all the time. The Killer Tofu. You still watch Doug? Really? I haven't seen it in a little while. Drew, can we watch Doug later? Forgot caps lock. Are you screaming at me? I'm just kidding. I get freaked out about soy because of Monsanto Roundup. Yeah. I know. I wish everything could just be organic. One of these days. One of these days. Imperfection, right? I wanted to be Skeeter Valentine. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. What was the dog's name on Doug? Does anyone remember the dog's name? Nah, which is fine because those shirts are worth at least 30 to 60 a piece. Oh, it was your Western shirts tonight. Gotcha. You can make cheesecake from cashews. Ice cream from cashew milk is amazing. Really amazing. My kids called my husband Doug Funny when we first met because of that show and his name being Doug. Oh, nice. I'll do it again when I have my following built up more. Pork Chop. That was the dog's name. Pork Chop. Yeah. Dad says I wanted to be Mr. Dink. For real? Dad, why did I never know that you really watched that show? Now, when we come visit, I want to watch Doug with you. That was such a colorful show, too. Simple times watching Doug. And then we had Recess and remember TGIF on Friday nights. You had Step by Step and Family Matters. We do watch Family Matters a lot. I think it's on, what is it on, Hulu or something, Drew? He's got some service and it comes on there. Your dog's name is Doug? Come here, Doug. That's great. The shirts were so nice, but I'm tired of clothes right now. Yeah, I was interested in seeing those Western shirts. What were you starting them at? And did you sell some of them, Mary? Same. Yeah, that's how I am with clothes. I just love hard goods. And I don't know, they're more exciting. They're easier to sell, in my opinion. They sell faster. Probably just because I ask too much for everything. And on clothing, people, they want to get a deal. I want to get a deal when I buy used clothing too. So I get it. I get it. You guys are making me so old. Did you know that Drew is my daughter's age? Really? Yeah, he just turned 35. Huh. Yeah, somebody messaged me and was like, is Drew really 35? I was like, yes, that because sometimes I joke around, like I said, that on our anniversary post one year, I was like, we've been married for 54 beautiful years. And people were like, no way, you guys have been married for 54 years. I was like, there's definitely not a way because we're not 54 years old. So I'm just messing around sometimes. So I think they thought I was joking when I said Drew was 35. Show got a little strange when Dirt Bike came along. What was Dirt Bike? Now I gotta watch Doug, Dad. Started at $7. I'll list them quick. Huh, now that I have garage space. Wow, for $7, that was a great deal on what you had, for sure. Seriously, I think the 90s had some of the best television, especially cartoons, and I'll die on that hill. What was Hey Arnold? That was a really great one. There was really great TV in the 90s. Picker Adam is here. Hello, hello. Your daughter turned 35 in February. Yeah, they're not far apart. Well, not nobody. Two very important people, Judy and Will. It's 48 years. That's how long we've been married. Gotcha. I know. I'm 37 and he's 35. Such a cougar. Doug's new little sister was named Dirt Bike for some reason. Really? Is that just what he called her? I don't know if you're messing with me, Dad. I really don't. I feel old. I'm in my mid-40s. Don't feel old. Feel accomplished to have gotten that far. Ren and Stimpy, we were not allowed to watch that. We were not. There was a lot of stuff we weren't allowed to watch, and Ren and Stimpy was one of them. I mean, I remember seeing the show, but quickly it was established that we couldn't watch it. I'm not a cougar. I'm a leopard. He's not messing with you. Why did they call the little sister Dirt Bike? That's weird. Huh. Interesting. Oh, so guys, what should I do next week? Should I have a guest? It's the last show before summer. I thought about having a guest. We were allowed to watch The Simpsons. We were not Ren and Stimpy, but we watched The Simpsons like together as a family. It wasn't quite as controversial then as it is now. I don't think. Turning 40 this year. It feels gross. Don't let it feel gross. You got there. Are you kidding me? 42 this year. Y'all better wear that with pride. You should do where'd it go? You should do whatever makes you smile. Okay. I'll think about that. Maybe like a trivia or something. What if we played a game next week? Would you guys be into that? Because I don't want to put a whole lot of thought into it if you don't like it. Wait. He said her name was actually Cleopatra. Oh, I do remember her name being Cleopatra, but they called her Dirt Bike? Y'all, that's weird. Christopher, you'd be the best gift for the last show. Doug wanted a dirt bike for Christmas and got a sister and Sid, so they named her Dirt Bike. Come on. Oh, we definitely were not watching Beavis and Butthead, Peter, at all. You should have a guest. Really? You think? I thought about it. Last year, I had Scott Cha-Ching as my guest since he's a school teacher, and we were, he was like a superintendent more than, Anyway, and since it was a summer break, I thought that was appropriate. Numbers are made up. 21 forever. 20 years older than me. That means you should have 20 more years of wisdom and life experience. Guest, maybe Mary. Really? A guest, you guys think? I'm thinking about a game, but I don't know. Maybe I could have a guest help me play a game. What do you think? Hubby and I are doing a live on Instagram Saturday night about 7 p.m. We will have vintage pajamas, robes, nightie, maybe some jewelry, and 2 of hubby's 1980s Zoot waiter suits. Interesting. Are these suits pointy collar? Because that's what Della's looking for. Oh, Hey Arnold is my hubby's fave. Yeah, so good. You should have Christopher on. Drew should be your guest. Hubby said he has kids older than Drew. Isn't Cat Dog from the 90s? Yeah. Alone in the World was a little cat dog. You watch Ren and Stimpy. Bring Drew back on. Drew, do you want to come on and play a game with me? I had fun last week with Dello on. He's so sweet. I just love him. I posted prom pictures over on my Instagram if you guys didn't get to see his prom pictures. Prom went over really, really well. I stayed up until 2 a.m. with the kids. They gave away $2,500 in cash, 2 big screen TVs, AirPods. This is all like their project prom. They had a mechanical bull, arcade games, a pool table, a pinball machine, these like huge bouncy house things, a DJ. This is like at the party after prom, basically to keep the kids safe. Zoom waiter suits. A motivational game. Dello and his date looked wonderful. Thank you. You look like you had fun doing the photo booth. I did. And I was basically just there. Like, part of my job was to tell the kids, hey, grab your props. And, you know, because these ladies were actually the ones running the photo booth. But I was watching the door also because there was like 2 fire exits there. And it was kind of blocked off from people. So that was my job for hours. Yeah. You should bring on the whole family next week. Yeah, that wouldn't be loud or anything, Dad. Hey, the whole family, so you and Mom will come up and join me? Wouldn't that be great, guys, if my parents were on the live? That photo booth was amazing. It was really cool. When we were in New York, there was one like that in Times Square. We didn't do it. So when I saw that they had it there, I was like, that's cool. So yeah, I was there at the project prom. Is that what you mean? She stared at the door. I did. I stared at the door until 2 a.m. When Drew and I did that reel this week, I held my phone out and we spun in a circle and I recorded it in slow motion. So it was kind of like that photo booth thing was. So I just recorded it in slow motion and we were supposed to be like turning, you know, like I've got pageant experience. Okay. I'm going to pivot on the ball of my foot and make it look like a ballerina, right? And Drew's like clomp, 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 clomp in his work boots. So I was already laughing, and then he's supposed to like lean in and give me a kiss, and he decides to blow in my mouth instead. That video I just posted it just like that. Cat dog, cat dog. Oh, I love it. Dang, that sounds awesome. If you tell me I can win stuff at a party after prom, I'm absolutely there. Yeah, it was good. It was really cool, you guys. Anyway, I think I'm going to go watch Doug. Drew, can we watch Doug? I'm sure we'll find some streaming service that has Doug. You think it's somewhere on YouTube maybe? I don't know, but I'm going to go watch it. So I'll figure out some plan for next week that makes it really epic for you guys. Some motivation. And maybe a game. I'm not sure. I've got parents' experience. Yeah. And I don't know, we'll do something super fun. So be sure that you're not tardy to the party next week. Who knows? There could be giveaways or something. Starts at 8:00 next Thursday. Last one until like September. Other than random pop-ups, because you know I can't stay awake. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Paramount Plus has a lot of the 90s cartoons. I'll have to Google Paramount Plus and see. Paramount. I'm not sure it's on YouTube. I was watching Woody Woodpecker with my little this afternoon. Her request. Aww. Well, oh wow, Christopher. Wow, Christopher. Hang on. Oh wait. Okay, I'm going to be sending Rachel $500 this week to spend how she wants with games on her final show. That's a lot, Christopher. Wow, you guys. I'm going to come up with some ideas for that. Christopher, that's incredibly generous. How do I miss these? Because everyone was saying good night and everything real quickly, and I'm sorry. You think I have him muted or something. I don't mean to miss your stuff. Wow. No pressure. It's going to be a good game. No pressure. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to think of something really epic and fun. Come to the show. So I guess it's games, right? Come to the show, bring your friends. I'll try to let you guys know if there's any props that you need to bring. I'm just kidding. No props. But yeah, we're going to have some fun. New Doug? Yeah, we're gonna watch Doug, Drew. I'm over here doing the live because I'm trying to tell him, like, I can't leave without telling Amanda Fireball Flippers, Amanda, treat your business like your business.